And now on Winter's Tale, a report from the producing director, as we're speaking to you now from Angus L. Bowmer's office on the campus at Southern Oregon College in Ashland, Oregon, the home of the Oregon Shakespearean Festival. Well, Angus, how is it when winter is on the hills here in the Rogue Valley? What are you doing here at Southern Oregon College?
Well, I managed to keep busy all winter, Carl, what with the festival and my college activities. Of course, I teach speech, and I have a class in Shakespeare each quarter and several theater classes.
Do you have quite a few students?
Yes, our enrollment is up considerable at Southern Oregon this year. We attempted, last summer we talked about a proposed production of Peer Gynt. Unfortunately, our plans for that fell through because of the flu epidemic.
This happened on campuses all over the country, I understand,
That's
Angus. We had the same troubles at Willamette this year.
We did, however, come through with a pretty good production of the Caine Mutiny Court Martial.
Do you have any other plans for the spring at Southern Oregon College?
Well, we're planning right now. I'm working on designs for a set for a children's show there. We're doing Cinderella, and Dr. Staub of the department is directing it.
It's theater year-round for you, isn't it?
That's right.
How about the rest of the region here in the West? Do you get a chance to get out much during the wintertime to see what else is going on in the collegiate theater?
Well, I did get a chance to see a very fine production of The Rivals down at Humboldt College, directed by Jerry Turner, who played with us, last summer.
Ah, yes.
He's new down there, and Richard Graham and I went down for a theater conference there, and we did some Shakespeare readings for the assembly there, and we were on a panel on the use of classics in the high school, and Dick did one of his makeup demonstrations.
Mm-hmm. I know all of our listeners, Angus, would like a comment of some sort, if you can make it at this time, about our proposed new theater plant at the Oregon Shakespearean Festival. It's an exciting idea, and we're all interested.
Carl, I just wish that you could put that question off for about 3 or 4 weeks, maybe a little longer than that, because very exciting things are happening, but we're just not ready to break the news yet on it.
We'll be back with a question.
That's right.
Fine. How about next year's company, Angus? Have you had many applications yet? Do you see a company shaping up as yet?
Well, it's a little early for that yet, Carl. We have a number of applications from quite a few states, but the great flood of applications won't come in until this next month. Our ad in Theater Arts magazine, appealing to actors, comes out, has just come out, and we will get that flood of applications. We get usually about 300 of them for applications into the company.
Our mission on A Winter's Tale, Angus, is to tell our listeners and friends of the Oregon Shakespearean Festival what's going on with our company during the busy winter months. But we also like to look ahead to the green of spring and the excitement of another season. What do you anticipate for next year?
If we just have the mature company we had last year, I can predict a very, very fine season. Of course, as you know, we're going to open earlier this next year, the 28th of July, and we'll go 4 days longer than we have to the 4th of September.
Thank you very much for speaking to us. Angus L. Bowmer, producing director of the Oregon Shakespearean Festival.
This is Bill Patton speaking from my business office of the Shakespeare Festival, which is in the Ashland Chamber of Commerce building, right at the head of the very beautiful Lithia Park. I often brag about having the only office in Ashland that looks out upon a waterfall, which is actually the case. We've been mighty busy in the winter months. It's a favorite question of people. Now that the season is over, are you going to enjoy an 8-month vacation? Actually, some of our very hardest work takes place during the winter months, planning the current season, coordinating on the publicity, and things of that sort. The first month or so following the season, this past season that is, was spent in wrapping up the details, that is, going through the records, checking all the ticket sales, things of that sort, the audits, and going through all guest cards, picking up comments, and bringing our mailing list up to date, finding out such things as where our audience comes from, who they are, and where we might best aim our promotion for the coming year to strengthen audience attendance in certain areas. speaking of promotion, one of the big events this year is the employment of Carl Ritchie, our very fine publicity director, last summer on a year-round basis. He's sharing his activities at Willamette University with the festival now, sort of working half and half for each out of Salem. We mailed out 11,000 newsletters in November. That's quite an increase over the previous years. I think our total mailing at last year was 9,000, if I remember correctly. The newsletter goes out 4 times a year. Right here before me I have the 1958 brochure, information brochure, which has just come from the printers. That required a good deal of time in working out layouts and photographs, so on. We printed 70,000 of these this year. They'll be distributed through Chambers of Commerce and AAA, Automobile Association, so on, all throughout the United States and well into Canada, as well as to all the members of the association, to our mailing list, and so on. And right now, with Dick Graham, we're working rather on the layout for the souvenir program, which will be on sale during the plays next year. It seems a long way ahead, but actually you have to figure all these things out way in advance, get the copy for the various articles that go into the program, work out the schedule for pictures, things of that sort, and figure just exactly how the whole layout of the program is going to be worked. We also have color slides and postcards that have to be decided and printed and worked on, all the souvenir items, things of that sort, and purchasing in general, equipment. We've been reorganizing our office, things of that sort. Actually, it's a very busy time all winter long. Once in a while, time out for skiing. Thanks a lot, and I'll be seeing you next summer.